Welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching. Today's video, I'm going to show you how I use this RIT dye to add color to the girth belt that I worked on in the last video. So let's get started. So here we have the girth belt. We're out on my balcony again. I repurposed a cat litter container. I washed that out with soap and water. And I put a little bit of hot water in the bottom of that. And I'm going to use this 3/16 dowel to stir up the dye. And before we can put the dye in, we're going to have to add about 5 milliliters of dishwashing liquid. And then I used a little bit less than a cup of salt just because I was going to be using about half of the amount of water that it called for. So almost a full cup of the coarse salt. And now again, we're going to mix that up in the bottom of this container. And then once that's together and we added all of our hot water, we're going to add about half, maybe a third of that container of the RIT aquamarine dye. So again, this is about the hottest water I could get from my faucet. And the reason I did that was because I knew I was going to be trying to get as much of this dishwashing liquid out of the small container. So 5 milliliters of that mixed up really well. And then we'll go ahead and add that full cup of salt. And again, the original instructions say you need 3 gallons of water and 1 cup of salt. So I was going to be using about 1.5 gallons, slightly less than 2 gallons. So I'll mix this, or at least get this salt on its way to dissolving. I'm mixing that with the dishwashing liquid. And then I'm going to come out and bring 2 different pans of boiling water. And that's what's added there. And then you can see me pouring in this blue RIT dye. Now I'm going to continue stirring this until all of those bubbles turn blue. I knew I was going to want a blue color, but I also knew I probably wasn't going to need an entire 3 gallons to dye this, this girth belt. So again, I chose this color because it matches the gauntlets on my costume. Again, this is the first time trying to dye something using this method. So here we are with the girth belt that you saw in the last video, and this is the section that I posted my short this week. I appreciate the 500 views on that, and got about 10 likes so far. But I just wanted to put something out, let you guys know what I was working on. And you can see here I'm trying to submerge the entire girth belt, and you can already see it changing colors. I realized quickly, as you can see the steam coming out of this, that I was going to have to dangle that belt down up to the buckles. So I took that 3/16 dowel and fastened it to those Velcro straps. You can see that allowed this entire belt to get soaked. So I like this color, but I'm going to get a little darker. The instructions actually say that you should wait and allow the water to cool off. So I waited a full day, 24 hours, and you can see the final product here. It's much darker. I'm really impressed with this. I wasn't expecting the result to come out this great. And again, this is just the water, salt, dishwashing liquid, and the RIT dye. I will lose a little bit of the color in this when I rinse it out, but I am satisfied with this product. So there it is, guys. Really easy. So this is the end result. You can see that I lost just a little bit of the color when I rinsed it out, but I am really, really happy with the end result. I'll probably get started on adding some leather straps in our next video. So go ahead and stay tuned for that. And for those of you wondering about why I chose that particular color, it doesn't match the original Boba Fett and ESB. However, on my own personal costume that I'm building for the Mandalorian Mercs, it matches the blue that I have on my gauntlets. So if you guys want to see how I built this, go ahead and watch the video I'm going to post here. Again, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate the likes and subscribes, and I would like some more suggestions on what I should work on in the future. I'm kind of working on a design for the blaster, but I also have to do the codpiece, back plate, knees, and spats for my boots, guys. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, I chose that color because I used a similar blue to my gauntlet. Some of you may have